Jesus Christ's self-revelation. The exclusive authority on his identity, uncovering the truth behind Luke 1:35, dispelling a false foundation. The unique authority to uncover knowledge about heavenly things rests solely with the Son of God. Only through direct perception and personal insight, commonly referred to as testimony, can one make conclusive statements about heavenly truths, and the Son alone qualifies. It is he who descended from heaven and testified about what he had seen and heard in the presence of the Father, John 3:12-13, 31-32, 8:38, thereby revealing his heavenly origin. His teachings and life explain and demonstrate his personhood, which includes his origin and relationship with God the Father forming a central part of his mission, Matthew 11:27, Luke 10:22. The apostles learned from Jesus and their words are in effect his words, John 13:20, but this knowledge is not meant to be communicated by angels. Therefore, the reason for Jesus being called Son of God in Luke 1:35 by the angel Gabriel stems as a consequence of the Holy Spirit's power and the Most High's overshadowing and is not a declaration of his origin. Jesus asserts that the revelation of his person is his own prerogative. I am one of the two who testifies about myself, and my Father who sent me testifies about me, John 8:18. No one knows who the Son is except the Father, and who the Father is except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son wills to reveal, Luke 10:22. Moreover, he declares his heavenly origin, he who descended from heaven, the Son of Man, John 3:13, I have come down out of heaven, John 6:38, I came forth out of the Father and have come into the world, John 16:28, I came forth from beside God, John 16:27, I am from above, John 8:23, and I came forth out of God, John 8:42. The idea of a birth preceding his descent from heaven is unmistakably present. Jesus' own statements unveil his identity as the Holy Son of God, who issued forth from God the Father, whose origin is heaven above. This reality is further confirmed by his consummative ascension to whom, the Father, and to where, heaven, he was before he was sent and come into the world, John 13:3, 1:18, 6, 62, 16, 5, 28, Hebrews 9:26, Revelation 3:21. Those who ignore or misrepresent Jesus' statements about his divine origin place themselves in a precarious position. In addition to the angel, John the Baptist also gave witness to Jesus as the Son of God, providing the additional detail, he was before me, which firmly fixes the meaning of protos as priority of time, and dismisses the false notion that it here refers to the rank and dignity of the Christ, as it would have certainly been, he is, rather than, he was before me, Jane 1:15-30. However, neither John nor the angel were tasked or had the authority to fully explain or define the personhood of the Son of God. Their declarations served as confirmations or endorsements of who Jesus was, not as statements defining his origin. In conclusion, the false belief that Luke 1:35 reveals the origin of the Son of God is a direct attack on the authority held exclusively by Christ. This dogma fosters a systematic error in beliefs wherein every text in the NT that affirms that the Son of God was with the Father before the world was, is in effect rendered null and void. Those who persist in promoting this error expose themselves to divine retribution for leading others astray from the truth. To suggest that an angel's declaration could possibly take precedence over the self-revelation of the Son of God himself is a gross affront to the right the Son holds over his own identity and a stark contradiction to the scriptural narrative. The announcement made by the angel was simply meant to explain the reason for the child's designation as the Son of God, not to define his origin. To understand the origin of the Son of God, one must rely solely on his own self-disclosure, and not the statements of any intermediary. Those who refuse the testimony of the one who descended from heaven to bear witness concerning himself and heavenly things, demonstrate they lack the foundation of faith necessary for salvation, John 3:31-36.